Hi, friends. It's Miss Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Tonight we have a special Halloween episode for you. Feel free to leave your costume ideas in the comments below. I would love to know what you are being this year. We're going to read some spooky books and some Halloween themed books, and I also have my spooky jack-o'-lantern tree as well. Well, let's go ahead and get started. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit so still. Good job. We're going to do open and shut them. Open and shut them. Open and shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them. Open and shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Group them, group them, group them, group them right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job. All right, I'm going to see some comments. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. So we have our spooky jack-o'-lantern tree. So you know Miss Rachel likes to have some silly trees. It's kind of hard to see my tree because we have a black tree, but it's hiding up against my board. But we're going to say way up high in the jack-o'-lantern tree, 5 little jack-o'-lanterns smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the jack-o'-lantern. We're going to go boom. There's spooky. So just like my shirt, we're going to say boom. All right, let's count those jack-o'-lanterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Way up high in the jack-o'-lantern tree, 5 little jack-o'-lanterns smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the jack-o'-lantern. Boom! There's spooky. How many jack-o'-lanterns now? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Way up high in the jack-o'-lantern tree, 4 little jack-o'-lanterns smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the jack-o'-lantern. Boom! There's spooky. How many jack-o'-lanterns now? 3. 1, 2, 3. Way up high in the jack-o'-lantern tree, 3 little jack-o'-lanterns smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the jack-o'-lantern. Boom! There's spooky. How many now? 2. 1, 2. Way up high in the jack-o'-lantern tree, 2 little jack-o'-lanterns smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the jack-o'-lantern. Boom! There's spooky. How many more are in our tree? 1. Way up high in the jack-o'-lantern tree, 1 little jack-o'-lantern smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the jack-o'-lantern. Boom! There's Spooky. All right, before we read our book, I see we have a train for a costume this year. Feel free to leave your costumes down below. I would love to see what we're going this year for Halloween. All right, our first book is Dog and Bear, Tricks and Treats. This book is by Laura Seeger. It's almost Halloween. I can't wait to choose our costumes, said Dog. I will try this one, said Bear. Oh, hello. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Dog, come quickly. I just saw another bear, and it looks just like me. No way, said Dog. It's true. He looks exactly like me. Please, Dog, let me show you. Okay, Bear, show me. Look, Dog, he is there. Oh, and he's got a friend who looks exactly like me, said Dog. Ding dong. Ding dong. Hooray! The trick-or-treaters are here. Don't get up, Bear. I'll get it. All righty, Dog. Trick or treat. Well, treat, of course. Dog takes some treats. Ding dong. More trick-or-treaters. Trick or treat. This is the best Halloween ever. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Even more trick-or-treaters? Dog, haven't you given away all the candy by now? Asked Bear. I was supposed to give it away? No treats for you. Ding dong. Trick or treat. No treats for you. You're not wearing a costume. Yes, we are, said Bear. No, you're not, said Ghost. Yes, we are, said Dog. No, you're not, said Ghost. Yes, we are, said Dog and Bear. Oh, really? Then what are you supposed to be, said Ghost. We're Dog and Bear. Good job. All right, we're going to do two little blackbirds. We're going to start with Jack and Jill. Two little blackbirds sitting on a hill. One named Jack and one named Jill. Fly away, Jack, and fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack. Come back, Jill. All right, let's have loud and quiet. Two little blackbirds sitting on a hill. One named Loud, one named Quiet. Fly away loud, fly away quiet. Come back loud, come back quiet. All right, let's have fast and slow. Two little blackbirds sitting on a hill. One named Fast and one named Slow. Fly away fast and fly away slow. Come back fast and come back slow. All right, we're gonna do This Is the Way. We're gonna wash our hands. We're gonna comb our hair. We're gonna brush our teeth and wash our face all before we go to bed. All right, it goes like this. This is the way we wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. This is the way we wash our hands before we go to bed. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair before we go to bed. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth before we go to bed. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face before we go to bed. Good job. All right, we're going to do the itsy bitsy spider. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. All right, we're going to do our 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. This is a rhyme. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "It's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." And the third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run, run, run." And the fifth one said, "It's Halloween fun." Then whoosh went the wind and out went the light, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Good job. All right, our last book for tonight is Love Monster and the Scary Something. This is by Rachel Bright. Love Monster and the Scary Something by Rachel Bright. It was way past bedtime o'clock in Cutesville, and everyone was fast asleep. Everyone, that is, except for one particular monster. Hello, Love Monster. You see, just like every night, he'd made a cup of hot milk with chocolate sprinkles and counted his way up the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. As usual, he read 15 and a half bedtime stories, closed his eyes, snuggled in tight with Teddy. But that night, the harder he tried to nod off, the more awake he was. And the later and darker and spookier it got. Love Monster laid and listened to the sounds of the shadowy night. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. That was the clock. Shh. That was the song of the wind in the leaves. Hoo, hoo, hoo. That was the Cutesville owl. Rustle, rustle. That was... Hold on. What was that? It sounded like something in my yard. Creak. Now it sounded like something's downstairs. Bang. Ah! He climbed under the covers. His heart was beating louder and fast. There was definitely someone out there, and something has definitely gotten in. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Ooh. It sounded like something had terrible twisty toenails. Bump, bumpity, scuffle, shuffle, bump. Oh no! It sounded like the something with terrible twisty toenails was coming up the stairs. Crunch, crunchity, crunch, eek! It sounded like something with terrible twisty toenails had great big teeth, and it sounded hungry. Suddenly, Love Monster could not bear it any longer.
Somehow, hiding from the something outside got harder than finding something brave inside, so he could fling back the covers and flick the flashlight on. Freak! Went something. As it turns out, Love Monster hadn't been the only one, and he wasn't the only one who couldn't sleep that night, who didn't want to be alone. As the tiniest, fluffiest bunny in Cutesville explained to his, I suppose, a bit googly-eyed friend, they both laughed and laughed until their tummies ached. And you know what? The dark just didn't seem spooky anymore. You see, sometimes it's only when you are brave enough to face what you are afraid of that you find out there was nothing to be scared of at all. Good job. All right, before we finish, I do want to remind you we are a tiny little break. We will not have Jammie Storytime next Thursday. We will be having the annual Book Lovers Black Tie Ball. So that will be premiering during Jammie Storytime. So we're going to take just a quick week off and then we'll be back in November. All right, let's go ahead and do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. All right, let's wave goodbye. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. With our friends it's story time. We wave goodbye like this. We clap goodbye like this. We clap goodbye like this. With the friends it's story time. We clap goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. With our friends it's story time. We stop goodbye like this. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you next time.